Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, you're watching yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans 1977. It's time for WWE Evolve Event Center, where wrestling action involves the WWE ID prospects, the PC prospects, and indie wrestlers from all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, and here's the man to bring you the wrestling report and action from the WWE Evolve Event Center, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode 2161 of the show. How's it going, everybody? Just to let you know, I know a lot of people have been addressing me about the some of my videos being blurry and all that stuff. I believe it's the app that I'm using to merge, because the original app that I used to merge the videos has been gone from my. Has been gone. I should have downloaded that app and put it in one of my USB drives so that way I can upload it to from here on in. But unfortunately, that was so. I'm trying to find an app that is that would help me merge my videos, and it's for free. And I found the other app that I need to merge my videos. Unfortunately, it's the only app for free that I have to use, and I know some. I didn't only the first time I would use it is during the first time I would use it, and it would be during the during the day, and usually at night when I do one or more. If I do more than one video of this, that's when the videos get a little blurry. So I do apologize, folks, for my video presentation. Hopefully, if I can, I'll probably work on trying to find another app to that will make it better, and that will help me to do that. It is, but it has been. It's going to be very difficult to do right now because my computer's been acting up all day today. I don't know what's going on, but it's working fine now. But it's like in the morning I couldn't even enjoy watching a video, and all of a sudden it keeps freezing up on me. I had to reboot the computer 5 times. Twice due to updates. My computer had to be updated twice. So I do apologize, folks, for all that. So I kind of wish I could do better, but this is the way it has to be. There's nothing I can do. They said check the settings, check everything, and I don't think it's the settings. It's the unfortunately, it's the app that I'm using that causes my videos to be like that. And I do apologize, folks, ahead of time. And I know a lot of people are very concerned. It is what it is. I can't change it. I wish I could change it. If I can find the ability to merge more than one video, more than 2 videos, because I think most of the merging video merging apps only merge 2 videos at a time, and I can't. And I want to make sure I get all, because I have commercials and then promos. And I want to plug for people and everything else. So the guys got to bear with it, and bear with it. You don't like it, too bad. And that's how I'm feeling right now, and that's how I feel. So this one, there you go. Excuse me. So, it's been a stressful week. I'm trying to enjoy this vacation, and a lot of things have happened that's driving me crazy, man. You know what I mean? So you just got to bear with me and be patient with me, because I'm running out of patience myself with everything. So I do apologize for that. I mean, like I said, I had a really rough day with this computer and all. So, guys, gonna have to put up with it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my, but I don't care. But I'm gonna do my best to entertain you guys, bring you some reports, and I'm gonna bring you some wrestling reports. Evolve. That's what I'm here for. So, Swipe Right, who came off a very stellar debut on NXT last night, even though they lost to Fraxium in a non-title matchup. They said, they were very, very confident in their skills, and it seems like we might see more Swipe Right on NXT. Who knows? Meanwhile, Dani Palmer and Kelly Armstrong cut a promo before their main event matchup, and to kick it off, it's an internationally flavored matchup. Riley Osborne against the Colombian-American Javier Bernal, who's the first Colombian-American in the WWE, went up against Riley Osborne, and Riley, it was a heck of a matchup, but Riley Osborne, the former Chase U student, picked up the victory over Maria Bernal. When Chewy Martinez tried to interview him after the matchup, he's like, "I'm sorry," and he was looking at his jacket, and Chewy asked him, "You okay?" And he said, and he's like, "I'm sorry," and he ends up walking away. Meanwhile, at the VIP section, Hayes Jamison, who's enjoying too much of the bubbly, and decided, pour it on. Don't get too drunk there, Hayes. Meanwhile, Draco Knox and Bryce Donovan were about to go in one-on-one. Both men did their little promos before their matchup. Meanwhile, before they got started, actually, before that matchup, it was a no contest because Swipe Right, Jackson Drake, and Zeta Steele appeared at ringside. And so they decided to step in the ring and surround Draco Knox. But then Ice Williams, Cappuccino Jones, and Jack Cartwheel back him up. And so Stevie Turner goes, nah. This is not how it's going to happen. We're making, you know what? Let's make this thing an 8-man tag team matchup. So Stevie Turner has been named the general manager of Evolve. And so it turned into Draco Knox, Ice Williams, Jack Cartwheel, Cappuccino Jones versus Bryce Donovan, Jackson Drake, and Swipe Right. That's a team of Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. And Zeta Steele got involved during the matchup, and Swipe Right's team ended up winning the matchup. Bryce Donovan, who was a big... Now we know who was hanging out with Swipe Right and Zeta Steele, that big guy. That was Bryce Donovan himself, and along with Jackson Drake. It seems like they got a little click going. They got a little stable going. And then Chewy Martinez was interviewing the victors in this matchup, and they said, oh, he smells BU and all that. And Super Sean Legacy comes out to confront them, and then standing alongside him, Timothy Thatcher. Interesting. And if I were Swipe Right, Bryce, Jackson Drake, and Bryce Donovan, I would not run your mouth so much when you got Timothy Thatcher, who can easily probably rip your arm off and beat you with it. And I'll tell you one thing, one thing I like about Timothy Thatcher, he has no mercy on any loudmouths, and believe me, Swipe Right's got the biggest mouths ever, and Swipe Right reminds me, they're like the Beavis and Butthead teams, you know. But I'm telling you something right now. Swipe Right better be careful. No. Chewy Martinez said it best. No, you're gonna swipe left. I love it. Swipe left. Anyways, now hanging out at the VIP section is Chantal Monroe, as Dani Palmer went one-on-one with Callie Armstrong. It was a heck of a matchup between the two, and Dani Palmer called herself the Bluegrass Badass, and she's kind of cute too. But she's dating Tank Ledger in real life, which I think is pretty cool. In fact, they make a cool couple. Why the heck not add Dani Palmer to the Hank and Tank team? That's what they need. They need that little pizzazz. Anyways, Armstrong and Palmer once again cut more promos before their matchup. And then, after Callie Armstrong did pick up the victory in a great matchup, she addresses the Orlando crowd, and she wants to be the first Evolve Women's Champion. And then Kendall Gray comes out. Chantal Moreau starts running her. She starts talking smack to Chantal Moreau. Kendall Gray comes out, say, "Hey, what's up?" And then Brinley Reese comes out. I love Brinley Reese. She's cute, and they start running. And then Callie Armstrong's talking all these girls down. And believe me, you forget you get Kylie Ray, you got Wendy Chu, you got Zeta Steele, you got Zara Zakur. Speaking of Zara Zakur, I'm gonna congratulations go out to Izzy Moreno. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's the big time Bayley fan that you see on NXT. In fact, she was the one that she's like the she was the little girl on that you see on NXT TV, where Sasha Banks at the time, the former Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, grabbed the headband of Izzy Moreno, and she started crying and all that, and became Bailey's big Bailey super fan. Well, she is going to try to qualify for a WWE ID Championship. As you know, there's a tournament going on with the two titles. Now, there's a big time ruling on the WWE ID Championship. I'm going to go to X and look it up right now because I'm sure a lot of folks out there want to know what's going on. I know there's some news out there about that. Let me let me just address this. Okay, give me a second here, folks. Give me a second here. Come on. What the heck is going on? My computer is... Alright. Here's how it's going. Now, the WWE ID Championships, they have a opening round going on in Las Vegas right now. WrestleMania week. With two events, so April the 16th and... ID tournament, Kylie Ray versus Zeta Steele in the first round. Marcus Mathers versus Sam Holloway. Aaron Rourke versus its gal. Ice Williams versus Aaron Roberts. Jordan Oasis versus Freedom Ramsey. Non-tournament matchup. Zara against Izzy Moreno, as you know. And then you got FSW Vegas presenting the tournament. Ice Williams versus Brad Baylor. Marcus Mathers versus Jackson Drake. Sean Legacy versus Ricky Smokes. Aaron Rourke versus Sam Holloway. Kevin Gino Jones versus It's Gal. Jordan Oasis versus Aaron Roberts. And special challenge, Freedom Ramsey versus Young Prodigy Bodie. And let's see. Now, so, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. As you know, yeah. So Izzy Moreno will be in a matchup against Zara Sakura, hopefully to get to be part of the WWE ID prospect. So, anyways, let's see. Let's see if I can find it. I know, let's see. WWE ID. All right, WWE ID title. Give me a second here. I'm reading. I'm reading a lot. All right, and all right. Here's the breaking news: the WID championships will be open to all independent wrestlers once the champions are crowned. The titles will be defended at various independent wrestling events. If a non-WWE ID prospect wins the title, they will be awarded a WWE ID contract. The WID title tournament begins in Las Vegas during WrestleMania week with two events. GCW Wrestling will present the tournament at Collective 2025, April the 16th. FSW Vegas will present the ID tournament on April 18th after SmackDown. The opening round will be double elimination, 2 losses and you are out. All current WID prospects are in the tournament. So that means after the champions have been crowned, if they get beat by a non-WID prospect, they will get a contract of WID. That's pretty cool. That means anything is possible. Anything can happen in the WWE. And with that's the case, it could be a huge situation where we can see, will anybody that is signed on with AEW wanting the shot? Who knows? Who knows what the heck is going to happen? Because if they have WID titles, man, any AEW wrestler could, let's say Mina Shirakawa. What if she decides forget AEW, want to go for the WWE, and challenge for the women's WID Women's Championship? Who knows? So after the champions are crowned, anybody could challenge the champions. this is big. That is a big, big thing. That's a big, big deal. I am hoping, something that comes out of it. So that's the case. So that is all for WWE Evolve Event Center for April the 9th, 2025. I do apologize for what I said earlier today. Not earlier today. Earlier on this episode, at the beginning of the episode, I should say. I think it's very, very important for people to know what's going on, and okay, so I figured I'd let you good folks know what's going on. I figured you'd be hearing it from me instead of hearing it from someone else. So that's all the time we have on the show. But we're not done yet, because on the next episode, gotta talk about AEW Dynamite, the fallout from Dynasty. So we'll see what happens. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day until the next episode comes rolling around. Mr. Announcer, take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E and do it for Bob Saget production, and in association with a Raving Bull for 3000 Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. See you later on the next episode of the show. Goodbye for now.